Hey, what's going on, guys? It's got Professor O coming through with a dose of that good yolk. I'm everywhere like broken glass and around like a circle. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. Today I want to talk about self-control now. Walk, or you're taking your singular path over the see yourself for what it is. You decide to pick up the dustpan and broom. You decide to start cleaning up the inner work, doing whatever the case may be. I went over this many a time in the video, but just for the new viewers, let's go over it, right? So you're doing the inner work. You're cleaning it up. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking smooth. You're discarding the things you no longer need. You're refining things that you may have not used properly, and you're adding in more traits that could be more usable and more beneficial for your present and for your immediate future. You're making it happen. Upon that, one of the traits that you will be gaining that will just vitalize and definitely improve your perspective to a higher extent would be self-control. Why? Because the minute you gain control of who you are, then you can have understanding of what you're dealing with. Remember, when you understand the inner, you'll be able to comprehend the outer, right? I digress. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. You know, I got the handy dandy notebook in the spot. Please do not make it hot. Who writes the script? Clearly your boy still does. Don't hate me because you ate me, baby. You need to levitate and meditate. Levitate to death. Dig what I'm saying. I think you can. Anyway, anyhow, let's get down to this round now. If you can't control yourself, another will. And what I mean by that is you have to realize that you cannot understand who you are, why you are, and if you cannot have perfect control of your person. Hold on, going in and out. All right. You know, Dick Richards is always trying to hit on his boy. You know what's going on. Anyway, if you have no control of your immediate person, who you are, how you are, what you are in your current present state at all times, another will. One, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Why? Because at the end of the day, if you show that you're not able to have self-control of how you are, who you are, what you are, then that means you're giving the gateway and opening for another to be able to enter, to have control over who you are, how you are, and what you are in the fullest degree. So settle down, tighten up, and it'll all be all right. You dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Anyway, let's get down this round now. This takes immense inner work and understanding of who you are and how you are. Now, what I mean by that is when you're doing the inner work, because there's going to be situations that's always going to push you to the edge or push you to a point where it's not going to be more lucrative to who you are and where you are presently. It's not going to be beneficial. It's just not going to line up to how you perceive things. Why? Because again, I want to teach you off your totter, if I'm saying it correctly, right? I don't know, I forgot the phrase. But again, it always says, the enemy coming not but to seek, kill, and destroy, but I shall give you life and have life more abundantly. Remember, oh, hold on. See, I don't know what that says, so I gotta repeat that. It was going to teach you off your totter. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I'm sure it goes in that type of order. But to seek, kill, and destroy, and it says, I shall give you life and have life more abundantly. So when you're dealing with situations such as that, and understanding is not operating in fits of anger, malice, frustration, etc., so forth. Though you may feel these things, understand that feelings are fleeting, and just because you feel it now, you may not feel it later. So the more that you're able to settle down, tighten up, and have understanding of what you're experiencing, then you'll be able to maneuver your experience, if that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure it does, because you know I'm sexy. I'm talking so right now. Anyway, let's get down to this round now. And again, who you are and how you are. Now, I expelled that. So we're going to move on to the next point. In emotional development thereof, you'll understand a lot of people more clearly than before. Now, emotional control, what I mean is it's understanding your experience. Individuals don't take a step back to respond to what they're feeling. They take a step into what they're feeling by reacting instead of responding, would be the more proper term. So once you start making a slight adjustment, responsive or to the experience or whatever's happening in your immediate environment at that time, then you'll be able to observe and have a well-rounded perspective of what's happening, how it's happening, and overall experience it a little bit more wholly. You know what I mean? You won't be attached, because remember, the minute you interact or the minute you react to the situation, you're taking full responsibility of that interaction right then and there. However, if you take a step back and just observe your experience or observe the situation from a more uninvolved perspective, then you'll be able to see it for what it is, how it is, and then you won't be able to take responsibility for it because technically you didn't participate in the situation. It just happens. And if it's just happening, then again, a bit more holy, if I'm saying it right. Excuse me if I'm long winded, I need my cup of water. It's all right, we talking right, because I'm talking so good, I'm talking so sexy right now. Can you dig what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. Excuse me. I'm going to repeat that again. See, like the mic is going there now, but you know we're going to keep this thing rolling. Emotional intellect is understanding what you're feeling, and emotional control is regulation of the experience they have. I'm going to say it once more, and I'm expel a little bit on it. Emotional intellect is understanding what you're feeling, and emotional control is regulation of the experience thereof. Now, having emotional intellect is really when you start to understand exactly what you're feeling. You'll understand. For instance, I went at it out, gotta say it again. You'll say, oh, I'm sad, or I'm frustrated, or I'm feeling anxious, or whatever the case may be. You'll understand it because you'll be able to identify it. And once you identify it, that's more than half of the battle right there. Simple as that. Now it's gaining control over it. Now, once you identify it, now you have a choice to either appropriately to your situation, or you react to your situation. At any rate, always make a responsive interaction because that shows that you're using your brain. And your brain is always going to be in operation at all times. Nothing wrong with feeling. I would never sit here and advocate anything that's wrong with feeling. God has given you feelings for a reason, for you to be able to understand and to conduct yourself a little bit more properly and have intellectual wisdom to what you're feeling. It's a beautiful thing to feel, but it's not a beautiful thing to make a life choice over an emotional feeling when you know you may not feel it later. These are things that happen now. They will not be happening later. So always be present-minded. Always be present-minded, if that makes sense. You always want to stay present, but you also want to have your mind here and there. Never in the past. The past has already happened. The future is yet to come. And being that the past has already happened, we don't want to be behind time. We want to be ahead of it. So let's keep our minds a little bit more future-minded, but us being present in the moment, if that makes sense. If you can walk with me, you can. You're talking so right now. Looks like I gotta say it once more, right? See, the mic is going in and out. They don't want me to talk this now, but you know I'm gonna keep giving. Emotional intellect is imperative towards comprehending the situation. It is always going to be imperative to have emotional intellect. Why? Because that is where your heart and your mind is operating in unison. It's all in one. It's being holy. And you'll hear a lot of individuals be like, oh, it's double-minded. Even the Bible speaks about it. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, meaning he's tossing to and from. He's not sure. He's not consistent in his thinking. You know what I mean? He's reacting to emotion, because your emotions are very roller coaster like, instead of being at a stern trajectory, if that makes sense. You want to pick where you're going and have direction with what. You're always going to have feelings. You're always going to, because life is not linear, it's geometric. It takes leaps and bounds, and being that it's going to do these things, that doesn't necessarily mean that your emotions should match the geometry of what's happening. Your mind should match it, but that means you'll be able to think a little bit more geometrically than linearly, but your emotions shouldn't match your mental. It sits at the top and your heart's at the bottom, right? Can you walk with me? Are you digging what I'm saying? I think you can. And if that's it, yeah, that's it right there. All right, that's it. Again, this message is for the adept out there, for the master, the expert, the proficient, the efficient, the self-efficient, the one that's always doing it and never losing it. That's growing, that's glowing, that's going at all times. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. And remember, speak good, do good, see good. And when it is good, it's all good. Can you dig it? And for the haters out there that love looking at your boy, make sure you look at my good stuff. Can you dig what I'm saying? I think you can. Peace, love, and light. I'll see you guys in the next video.